Hi everyone, welcome to Budget with Brii. This is going to be my first ever cash stuffing video. So I'm fairly new to all of this. I was actually just binge watching for the past several weeks on YouTube cash stuffing channels, and I have become really inspired to start this journey for myself. I have been budgeting sort of for the past several years on an Excel sheet and just sort of keeping a rough track of my money and where I want to allocate everything, but I haven't been truly sticking to a zero-based budget, which is what I am trying to do now. So a little bit about myself. I am 28 years old. I am engaged. I have a new baby boy. He's 3 months old. His name is Theo. He's the love of my life, next to my fiance, of course. And I am trying to do this journey not just for myself, but for my family as well. And I have a lot of goals and plans that I want for us. And with that, I really am determined to get my finances in order. So without further ado, let's get started. I already went ahead and put whatever coins I did have in my wallet before this. I never really, I want to say for at least a couple years, I don't really ever see my money in like bill form, I should say. Mostly just always with credit cards, with debit cards, and the such, or just even paying with my phone. But I do think because of that, I am not keeping track of my money and my finances as I should. So I'm really hoping that cash stuffing is going to help me get a better grasp of my finances and, really get me started on a good path towards making sure that I am truly making my money work for me. Okay, so we have our paycheck breakdown, at least the portion that is going to be going to my bills and my sinking funds that I have here. And then for utilities, it just says DNS, just to remind myself not to stuff. So do not stuff, since I forgot that these utilities actually do come out of my bank account. So it just doesn't make sense for me to take it out and put it back in, since that is coming up due in a couple of days. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this here to remind myself as I go through the stuffing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my groceries and gas and phone and these type of bills. In this envelope, let's see. So I did go ahead and buy cute envelopes. I know, any envelope is a good envelope to get started. And these guys I just got off Amazon to get me started on this. Since the ones I purchased we're going to be taking a couple weeks, and I just didn't want to wait that long to get started on all of this. So I did go ahead and make these myself with my little Dymo. Just made the labels up. And right now I think it's fairly simple. I'll see as I go whether I'm going to want to break down some of these further, but I think for now keeping it simple will help me sort of stick to it better and just keep track of it better, just for myself as I get used to this system. So we're gonna get started with groceries, and groceries is gonna be getting $40. Typically I do put or spend more on my grocery budget, but because I will be spending the next 2 weeks at my mom's, so she can spend time with the baby and myself and all of that. So I won't be spending that much in groceries. Let's see. And then gas, I will be driving quite a bit though to get there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I will be putting 100 to gas, and right now gas prices are very ridiculous. I used to fill my tank with maybe $35, but now it's become $50 each time I go. So I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it on the safe side and keep that at 100. I know it'll happen where I'll probably go a little bit over or under in some categories, but I'm going to really try to stay ahead of that and not have that happen too often if possible. Okay, so here's my phone, and then it'll be 100 for that. But you know, I think I read somewhere 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so that'll be getting 100. That it usually takes a couple months of budgeting to really get your your system down, and your budgeting down, and just seeing what you actually spend and where you actually are spending it. So I'm not going to be too strict or harsh on myself, but you know, we'll do a check-in when I do the next paycheck stuffing. So that's 100. We have utilities, so we won't be doing that. Our car insurance 115, and let's see, we'll just take it from the 20s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I think eventually for car insurance, I'm on the monthly plan right now, but I think I might end up doing like, if I'm able to save and get ahead enough, do just like a 6-month, pay it off then, and then I won't have to worry about it. Okay, so for our debt, so I do have some consumer debt, I do have some student loan debt, and some personal loans as well that I took out for school. And at least for now, the government ones, as you all know, are on pause. But I do have a $250 a month loan that is not on pause. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 200 and oh, there's 240 and 250. Okay, so that one's gonna go here. I think I'll have this paid off if I don't contribute any excess besides the 250 a month, sometime I think in August. So I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully even paying it off sooner. I feel like once you get to the end stretch, you do become a lot more motivated to just, you know, clear your debt with whatever it may be. And I do have just these blank pages back here, just in case I want to write anything down or keep track of what envelopes do you have right now, as I use them. But yeah, that's it for our bills one, guys. So I'm just gonna go set this on the side. Okay, and then I have the little hollow one. I figured it would be for, I guess you can say, the fun things, the sinking funds. So we'll get started with that one. So first I have date night. So my fiance and I have been trying to stick to a date night day, which is on Fridays for us, to really just try to disconnect and be present with each other. That has become increasingly more difficult, of course, with the baby, and you just don't have as much time. But we've really been trying to stick with on Fridays, doing something for us with the baby and such. And of course, as he gets older, you know, just trying to take some time for ourselves. Okay, so we have date night, and we have 50 for that. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I put the 20s in the wrong spot here. Okay, so I have 52 and okay, 2, 4, and 50. All right, and for our sweet bebe, we have 100. We've been, I want to say, very blessed that we haven't had to make many big purchases after the baby came home. I feel like we were able to receive most of his things from our friends and family. I'm very thankful for that we haven't had to spend too much. My mom says there's a saying that babies come with in Spanish. So they come with what we call it torta. So they come already with essentially saying like food under their arms. So it's always like a baby, you know, you think there's going to be so many expenses, and there are truly, but they always come with many blessings themselves, and everything just works out, you know, in the end. So that's for our sweet baby. I don't really know what my savings plans are going to be for this in particular, this envelope in particular, but you know, for now I just want to, whatever I can contribute to it now. I'll look into savings challenges and things that might help me get some ideas, but for now I'm just gonna, you know, stuff what I can here. Okay, and then we have a self folder. I realize you guys can't really see clearly, but I have the self envelope next. This one's self-explanatory. It is for me. I don't really ever spend much money on myself, I should say, or maybe that's a lie, maybe in clothes, but in other things not really. Sometimes I feel like I almost feel I want to say guilty to, you know, go get my nails done, or go get a massage, like things like that. It feels like it's a waste of my money, since it doesn't feel like what I purchased is very permanent in a sense. But I feel like this year is a year of changes, and that's one of the changes I want to make for myself. Okay, so for the next one we have our blueberry and peaches envelope. So blueberry and peaches are my sweet little lovebirds, so they'll be getting $5. Typically, you know, they're not a very expensive pet to maintain. Once you buy their initial setup, you know, their big cage, all their toys, you know, their big bag of pellets and seeds and such, they're fairly easy to maintain financially. But I haven't bought them any new toys in a little while, and we do like to try to introduce new toys and rotate them to keep them entertained and such. Especially now with the baby, we don't play with them as much. They sort of play with each other more than anything, and I just want to, you know, keep them happy. Okay, so the next one is our home. So like I had said earlier in the video, I think I might subdivide this one later into like maybe house essentials, furniture, or decor, things like that. But for now, we're just going to keep it under the home umbrella. So that one's going to get 20. Let's see. Okay, and we have our last one, which is just for my car. My car is paid off and has been for now a couple years, so very thankful for that. So for car care, it's mainly just for when I have to take it to car washes and all of that. But I do have my car registration due in, I think, 3 or 4 months. So I'm gonna try to keep that in mind and stuff this one. It'll be a bit of a priority for me. Okay, so I'll keep that under car care, and yeah, that's the envelopes I have for now. So when my other envelopes come, I might be rearranging some of these envelopes and just seeing if anything else needs tweaking. But yeah, it's going to be sort of a learn as I go. But yeah, I look forward to this journey, and you know, thank you for being here. And for now, I think I'll just keep it this way. I might do also some budgeting videos just so you guys can see what I meant by keeping an Excel sheet. But I think maybe with the Excel sheet and incorporating the cash stuffing for all of the cash that doesn't immediately get allocated. You know, I feel like I've been good about distributing the funds to my retirement Roth account, and to savings that just get designated already and like taken out of my paycheck once it deposits. But I think everything else is sort of just has been definitely messy. But I think keeping both the Excel sheet and the cash stuffing, I think it'll really help me keep on track. So we'll definitely see how this this year goes, and I'm excited for it. But once again, thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you're cash stuffing yourself, and if you haven't started on this journey, I also encourage you to do so, because I do feel very encouraged and motivated and excited more than anything. So thanks, guys.